Does. Okay, let us continue. I hope you are doing well. Last week, we took a long position on gold. It was tremendous trade. You see, it hit all TPs available here. I shared it freely on community analysis from higher time frame to lower time frame. You can see here on our community here. Let me show you before and after. See, here on community, I said Goldie mitigate 1 hour demand. Let us wait 15 minutes market shifted to confirm my long position. And it shifted on 5 minute time frame. See, progress will enter a long position. Also, silver, it was it was created shifting on 30 minutes. We enter a long position on silver. We see it on trading view. Also, it hit all TPs. Let's see the progress. Also, we took a long position on GBPUSD. It's accelerated to hit a TP. Okay, let's continue to see the progress. Okay, that is our final entry on Goldie Friday. See, we took it around this area on our demand after affecting market shifty, and then we hold long position until buy side liquidity. See, it is one of tremendous trade that we took on last week. So last week we are doing well. It was very good week. It was very good week. Okay. So as we analyze here, you can see on 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, there was this 1 hour demand. You see this order block, and this order block is very powerful. Why? That order block is very powerful because already here on previous low market swept that sell side liquidity. Also, it created what market shift here. So that was just a retracement to this 1 hour demand. Okay. So also this 1 hour demand, it has other confluence such as fair value gap and this inducement. See, there was inducement here. So price has to sweep inducement, react on 1 hour demand, and then pick a long position directly without any complication. Okay. So that is trade we took on Friday. It was hard to hold this trade because it was very emotional trade. It consolidates heavily before this aggressive buy. Okay. So that is it on Goldie last week. Last week we are doing well. Okay, so let us see what next. What next? Let us see what we'll do next week. How market will play next week. We continue as we remember. If you watch previous video or last week top down analysis, you know what we are doing. You know the direction. You know weekly bias. Weekly bias. Let us return back to weekly time frame. On weekly time frame here, you can see weekly bias is bullish still. We are in distribution move and price not yet reach our taking profit at our target. Price do not take out our target. So the bias is bullish also for next week. You see on weekly time frame price created that weekly CRT. That is not for that is weekly time frame. You see on weekly time frame price created a weekly CRT, which is very powerful CRT. It was price reacted on that previous weekly demand zone. So it is very powerful CRT. So price has to take out this CRT high, and then we'll find another direction or whatever the case, it is bullish or bearish. Okay, so we have to find buys until price take out this CRT high. Okay, so the bias is bullish for next week. No way out. The bias is bullish. You have to find buys only. Okay, if you find short is counter trend, but the directional bias is bullish. On daily time frame, see Friday candle closed bullish. Also on daily time frame, price right now is ranging on that strong resistance area. Here you have this strong resistance area, which combined with that rebel gap, but resistance CRT is very, very powerful. So I don't expect the price to react on that. What? On that daily resistance. Okay. Also on daily time frame here, daily time frame here we have this market structure, have this unmitigated order block on daily time frame. We have that unmitigated order block on daily time frame. So expect next week price may draw to mitigate this order block, and then you can continue the bullish move until price take up this 30 high. Okay. So we have point of interest on daily time frame, have that order block, we have that demand. Okay, so if price will accept it directly on this resistance, it may create a little pullback. It may create just a little pullback to that daily demand and resistance versus demand. Which one? Demand is very powerful. Okay, it may reverse from this area and then we'll continue with the upward trend. Okay, we'll continue with upward trend. So expect next week price will retrace to that zone. Okay, let's shift it to lower time frame to find other confluence. Okay, 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame of market structure like this. On 4-hour time frame, price accelerate take out buy side liquidity. Price accelerate to take out buy side liquidity here. Let me spot it out. So as you can see it very clear. Price accelerate take out this buy side liquidity here. Okay. So here you have this liquidity sweep. That is liquidity sweep. Okay. Also here on this zone have 4-hour unmitigated order block. Let us spot it out. There's that 4-hour order block. So that 4-hour order block it has low probability of price action because it created on consolidation. It created on liquidity. So you can see price created this ranging liquidity here. So here we have that liquidity. So price has to take out that liquidity, or if price will show any reaction or any confirmation around this 4-hour order block, and then you can get in for a long position from that 4-hour order block. But if there's no any reaction, you have to wait sweep of that liquidity, and then we find buys around that daily order block, and then we'll hold buy position. So we have two options here. Wait liquidity sweep and price reaction on that daily order block. So on this daily order block, we have to wait reversal confirmation to reduce that risky, because there's a lot of pips on this order block. You can't enter directly without any confirmation. So we have to wait reversal confirmation so as we can reduce our risky. For this buy, and then our target will press where? Press the target this buy side liquidity here. Have this buy side liquidity here, and then final target as normal as usual, it is 50-40. 50-40. That is first option. Second option, if gold will show any kind of confirmation around this 4-hour order block, we'll get in for a long position. But that order block, it has low probability for price reaction around that area. So that is a alternative. Okay. But the main one, we have to wait liquidity sweep and then price reaction on that daily order block. And then again, we will get in for a long position. It may mitigate 50% of that order block. It is okay. It may mitigate partial. The duty is to wait till market shifty confirmation for a long position. Okay. So that is a bias or Next week direction on Goldie. It is very clear and very simple entry. Very simple entry. It is not complicated. Okay. So if price will drop to sweep or to take out these lows, it's it will be very, very good entry model because it clear of liquidity, and we're supposed to hold this trade. Okay. I think you understand this setup very clear. So let's wait confirmation and then you can get in for a long position. And if market will open with a gap upside, it means price itakuwa imereact wapi. It means price it reacted direct on this 4-hour fair value gap. You can see right now price is ranging on that 4-hour fair value gap. So if price will open with a gap upside, waiting mitigation and then getting for a long position, target 50-40. It is simple and clear. But if it will not open with a gap, wait mitigation of that area. Or if it will open with a gap up downside, it may open with a gap downside, wait mitigation of that area, and then boom, enter a long position directly to 50-40. It is very simple. On gold, bias is bullish. Bias is bullish. If you find short position is counter trend. Counter trend, but the bias is bullish for the week. Okay, that is very easy. Let's see silver. Silver, last week we took a long position as normal as usual. If you are aware in the community, I shared this setup. If you are aware in community, I shared that setup. Price record on that 4-hour order block here. You can see that's 4-hour order block after reaction. Shift time frame to 30 minutes. On 30 minutes, we found a shift here. We found a market shift here, and then price retraced back to retest this fair value gap. We enter, execute a long position. Our target was this buy side liquidity. What happened? Price it take out this buy side liquidity, and we're now holding this trade. Okay, for re-entry, let's see on 4-hour time frame what is available. On 4-hour time frame, we have this. On 4-hour time frame, we have this breaker block on silver. Have this breaker block. So expecting next week price may drop to this at least 50%, and then we'll find buys on silver. 50% of that breaker block stop here. If we wait confirmation, risky will be reduced, and we'll target where? We'll target where on left side here you have this supply of that supply. So here there's taking profit on silver. Very clear. Okay, that is very clear view on silver. So that is it. Let us see on GBPUSD last week. GBPUSD last week we took a long position on VIP. And price extended direct with the high volatility until take out taking profit until it smashed out taking profit. Okay, you can see here on 4-hour time frame closed the bullish with the manipulation candle. Also, it is an engulfing candle, very good reversal confirmation. We shifted our time frame to 30-minute time frame or 30-minute time frame. Here, there was a market shifty, very clear market shifty, very tremendous market shifty. That entry was very clear, 100% set up. You can see it created the liquidity sweep. And here you can see very clear market shift. And on 30-minute here, you can see there is order block. So wait price to test on that order block and then execute a long position. Taking profit target was around this area. Buy side liquidity stop loss below here. So that is it. Last week we took that trade. So for next week, I think here on the terminal here you have this order block here. And also we have this endorsement. First retracement is what? Endorsement. Have this endorsement. So price may react here on this order block and pumping, and it raise up. Okay, let us wait mitigation of that and then wait confirmation and enter. If we should take out this order block, wait mitigation of that breaker block, and then we can go in short. We can sell it. Okay, so we have two options here. If it will mitigate this order block, wait confirmation, enter. If it will break out below, wait mitigation of breaker block, because if price will break this order block, it will turn to be breaker block. So wait mitigation of that breaker block and then enter for a short position. If you enter for a short position, you'll target this support area here. If it will break this previous low, enter your target to be here on this support level. If it will break below, target will be around that support area. If it will confirm around that 30-minute order block, execute a long position. If it will confirm, execute a long position. Target as normal as usual liquidity area. Target that buy side liquidity. Okay. So that is key point, your point of interest here. Wait confirmation. If it will give you confirmation for a long position, execute a long position. If it will break out below, wait mitigation or retest of that breaker block and then execute a short position until price it reach that support area. I think it will break because you can see the market structure here on above here. You can see price take out this buy side liquidity, have that liquidity grab. So it may drop until it reach that support area, and then we'll find another buys from that support level. Okay, so that is my view on GBPUSD. Very clear and very simple. Okay, so that is it. Make sure you like, subscribe our channel. And VIP is available for more setup, scalping, and intraday entries. Account management, we start at the 1K. If you want to see how we execute a trade, can review my shorts on YouTube. Can review weekly shorts. Every trade I took, posted it on my short on YouTube. Okay, see you on Monday midnight. It is Sunday, Monday. Okay, when market open.